Hey everyone, my name is Cameron Becker. I'm a 2022 summer intern here at Omron, and welcome to another installment of our Employee Spotlight series. Today I have with me Clark Kromenaker, one of our product managers here at Omron. So Clark, how are you doing?
Pretty good, Cameron, and thanks for the interview. It's good to know that you're an intern here at Omron.
Thank you. So Clark, I know you're our controllers product manager here at Omron. How did you get into that industry?
Well, actually, quite by accident. I actually was a co-op student out of engineering school, and I started working at a printer. They printed children's books, and they were completely an automated facility using programmable controllers, and so I was on the electrical engineering staff. They were very automated. They could put a roll of paper on the end of a production line, would print the book, bind the book, package the book, put the book on a pallet, and a forklift would just take the pallet off the end of that line and load it on a freight car. That's how automated they were. And so they would just replace the paper and they would make books, put it on a freight car.
Wow.
So coming out of that experience, I actually started to work for a major manufacturer of industrial controls. And I started off as an engineer in the field. So I would travel around, do startups, work with our customers to make sure our equipment is running well. And I stayed there for quite a while. And then had the opportunity to move on to a number of other businesses. And then at one point, Omron called me up and had an opportunity for me. So I have a total experience in the industrial automation business of about 27 years, with about 7 years here at Omron.
Wow. So I know I said that you were the product manager for controllers, but I also know you do much more than that. Can you just elaborate on those responsibilities a little bit more, and how does that play into Omron's role?
Yeah, so I do have a part of the controllers line, but majority of my focus is with HMIs and visualization. HMIs are human machine interface devices, and what they allow it's exactly what it says it is, human machine interface. So actually it's the interface between the operator of the machine and the machine itself. So on a touch screen, basically, that's mounted on the equipment, the operator can turn the machine on and off. He can monitor parameters of the machine operation, slow the machine down, speed it up. Plus, he can get information from the machine, like how many parts did we make, or how many parts were defective and did not make it out the quality gate. So all of that is part of the visualization solution that Omron provides, and it's an important part of an automation system because obviously there has to be some way to interact with the machine. So you got to have a way to do that. There was a time a while back when I was starting in the industry where a panel was all push buttons and pilot lights and things like that. Well, now it's consolidated into an HMI, and HMI does that. So it's a picture of a control panel with a touch screen, and the operator just hits the screen to run the equipment. That's one part of what I do, and then I also have some software that does a similar thing, something called a SCADA software package that I manage, and so that's short for supervisory control and data acquisition, and that's like a HMI package that's typically for large geographic areas for control. It could be pipelines, it could be power transmission, wind farms use SCADA systems. So again, the bulk of what I do is this visualization concept. And in addition to that, I have industrial computers as under my product line, which again, another visualization product, but then we have the computer power behind it to do everything a computer can do, calculate, run programs, and things like that. So that's kind of covers my products.
Clark, I love it. It sounds like some really exciting tech that you're working with here. So here at Omron, I know we're super big into our solutions, and as a product manager, I'm sure you play right into that whole solutions process. Do you have any recollections of specific times that you've provided a solution?
Yeah, so I mean, for us, a solution is something that solves a broad problem for the customer. So it's typically going to include more than one product, right? It's going to include the controller, software, HMI, inputs and outputs, modules, and things like that. So that's going to create a complete solution. So from an HMI visualization perspective, so I can think of a time where one of the things is designing these control systems. There's a lot of programming involved. It takes a lot of time, a lot of expertise to develop a complete solution, develop the programs and everything for a complete solution. So some of the tools we offer to assist in that solution. So for example, with our HMI, we have something called an IAG, Intelligent Automation Gadget. It's really like, it's a template. It's like a template where you can create a screen on the HMI or part of a screen on the HMI, you can save it away, put it in a library. And so I can think of a particular automotive manufacturer where they had basically the same drives located on different parts of the machine and on other machines, and they would create this IAG for this drive, to control this drive, and they would just reuse it. Instead of having to program it all over from zero, they would just reuse this IAG and just incorporate it into each one of their machines. So things like that that simplify what our customers have to do, takes, reduces the time it takes to utilize and program our devices, and also things that increase, either the how many products they can manufacture, it increases the quality of the product, allows them to meet regulations by collecting data. So we provide all those things, and those are all different solutions that we can contribute to. HMI IPC is part of that, but a full solution that we do provide is much more.
Yeah, I love that part of Omron, and I'm super happy to see that you're playing right into Omron's process there. So here at Omron, our 10-year goal is shaping the future 2030. And I know you mentioned some technologies that are getting a little more futuristic, a little more advanced, and we're kind of looking ahead. Can you elaborate on those technologies a little bit more? Where are we going with this? And what's Omron's role?
So where are we going in the future here at Omron? There's a lot of things that are open to us and available to us. We're on the cutting edge of most technologies. As I mentioned earlier, IoT and cloud computing are all very important. One of the big things is overall is data collection, and all that data gets to be utilized some way. So it's either used to make better equipment, or make better products, increase the quality of the products, and so on. So Cameron, as our founder mentioned, it's something along the lines as to the machine goes to the work and the creativity goes to the human. So I see in the future for Omron is more advanced technology that does more for all of us, humans in general. So machines are going to be making more decisions on their own. They're going to be more self-correcting. They're going to take less input from the human beings that tend to these machines, simply because they're going to get smarter. So we're talking about artificial intelligence. We talked about cloud. We talked about IoT. So those are all going to combine. And what the result for humans is going to be higher quality products in just about everything we use. So we perform a very important task as automation manufacturers. So everybody needs better pharmaceuticals. So we assist in doing that, making better things for people. Everybody needs food. We assist in manufacture and processing of food products, and we all need to eat. We need transportation. So we're in the business of making all of that better, make that all better for everyone through our automation that, again, as I mentioned earlier, increases quality products, increases the productivity of products, and also, as a consequence, hopefully makes life better for everyone as well.
I love that, Clark. I love that you're right along with Omron trying to push these technologies to make society a better place for everyone. So as someone young getting into this industry, I can see that there's all sorts of companies that are currently involved in the market. Mm-hmm. What separates Omron from our competitors?
Yeah, so Omron is one of the few manufacturing companies, automation companies that you can call a full solution provider. So we actually can provide, for a company that manufactures product, we can provide everything they need for their manufacturing facility. And as we've been talking, we have HMI, we have controllers, we have software, we have, things related to IoT and all sensors, on and on and on. There are many competitors out there in the automation world that they only sell a part of that. They might sell a line of HMIs, they might sell some IO, but that's it. So it makes it a little more difficult on our customers to have to be able to pick from these smaller competitors and try to get the things to work. The advantage we have is we provide all of that, robotics included, and so it's designed by Omron. It's designed to work together. It's designed to go together and integrate together more easily. So that's a huge advantage for our customer base to be able to do that. It just simplifies their lives.
That's great. I'm so glad that I was able to come to Omron and work with people like you, because it's a great company and there's no other company like it here.
I agree. Thank you, Cameron. No, I appreciate working with all the younger folks here too. It's really great. I can tell when they're interested in technology and they're interested in what we do, because it's kind of, it's computer, you could say aspects of it are computer based. Everybody likes computers, mobile based. There's applications for mobile phones, and basically everything the technology you interact with in life, a lot of that's in automation. So a lot of people that like that part of it can find a home in automation.
Very true. Well, Clark, thank you very much for your time. It was super great to hear about what you do here at Omron and what Omron does as a whole.
Yeah, Cameron, it was great talking with you, and I always appreciate sharing my experiences with people.
I learned a lot, and I hope you guys learned a lot as well. But if you want to learn more, you can always visit our website at automation.omron.com. And thank you very much for your time. I'll see you guys later.